Hello everybody, welcome to another Zabbix video. This time I will talk about best practice tip, which with my personal experience is having the most highest failure. And by failure I mean when I convince this best practice to someone, their reaction I get back is somewhere like meh. And yeah, that's I'm sharing this tip with you, and you will be the judge. Is that like if the tip deserves such reaction? And actually, I want to give also like a bigger story where it comes from, and it comes from experience with working with new clients. A new client wants to deploy Zabbix, and they come to me and ask like I want to like plan things accordingly, always do like 3 steps forward and never go steps back. Like sometimes it can happen when we do like 1 step forward, three steps back, and that's like completely not acceptable. And they say this big vision like we want to like prepare for everything, and I cannot give immediately like a response back. Okay, you need step 1, step 2, step 3, because I need to know bigger picture. Sometimes with clients, with people, they have values like someone might really not like that Zabbix proxy cannot send out email. And it's like complete deal breaker if proxy cannot send out email. It's like I don't want to use proxy. Like such values, I need to pick up all of them, and then they just retry and ask like, give me all the best practices. And when this happens, like in my mind, I really jump back like so many miles, like because they kind of terrorize me with like I want to know all the best practices, and so I jump back miles in my brain, and actually I will start with the Linux knowledge, something which is inside the Linux, and that best practice, which is classified as meh, is editing the config file. When we look inside the config file, it always hurts my feeling when people it hurts my feelings when people start to edit the line which is inside the block. For example, like this is a block, and the last 2 lines says what's the default value for the log file, and the default value for the log file is file. And what I really don't like to see ever is like the people will try to remove the hashtag from this line and destroy the default, like it will destroy the documentation. With this block we have elegant documentation in line, like we don't need to have internet to know what's the default value. And by editing this line, like you just put system here, and now like the documentation is destroyed, and go figure out what is the default value. And I like really don't like to see it. And what we should always do instead, like leave the last 2 lines as is, like default colon, and then like it says like in case you are not activating this value, that's the default value. And we should always like put the setting after the default. Like I want to log inside the console. Like this is one example. So this is the tip. Like give the comments below like how what kind of feeling it gives you. Like I'm saying, if you play carefully, like this is a nice documentation. We always know what's the default value. Let's have another example maybe here, like proxy local buffer. So it's showing the description, what is the meaning of the setting, and we know the default value is 0. And we should always like keep that here in the server. You don't need the internet access to like to figure out what's the default value. And if you really want to overwrite, like clone the line and activate something custom here, keeping the default like here still inside the block, and it gives like extra information. That is everything, and yeah, this is the best practices tip which I like when I convince to somebody, then like, dude, what you are talking about, like this is waste of time, like but maybe I did jump back too much, too many miles, I don't know. You can feel free to comment in the comments section what's your feeling on this topic. If you like it silly, this video, or like, yeah, if you enjoy it, give it a thumbs up, and thanks for watching.